Hello and bienvenue. I am Joker, the Full Metal Joker. Now, before we get started with the topic at hand, I'd like to let you know two things. One, if you do not like what has to be said, please remove yourself from this video. Two, everything I have to say is mostly opinion-based with a lining of truth. But if you feel like I'm wrong in certain areas, or I need more information in others, please feel free to contact me. You should already know how to do this by now. With that being said, the topic I would like to cover today is a rather controversial one, which has been in the media a lot, and quite a few YouTubers has been talking about it. And the topic I want to cover is the incident that happened at the Lincoln Memorial. Now, for those that haven't been looking at the news, and those that haven't really been keeping their eyes on things, apparently the incident was based on what the media says, which is completely BS, looking at the evidence that's been showing up, that a group of kids coming from Covington High School, I do believe the name is, were dancing and prancing around wearing the evil MAGA hats, and one kid smirking in the face of a Native American being disrespectful. Now, there's, due to new evidence, thanks to a YouTuber by the name of Aydin, the reason why they were dancing and whatnot, it is because that before the Native American group showed up and started doing their thing, there was a group called the Black Israelites that showed up, and all they were making a scene over here saying racial slurs, doing anything except for doing physical attacks towards these kids, treating them like garbage. So to tune them out, they were all singing tunes and whatnot, doing everything they could to not get violent and tune those individuals out. Then the Native American group came into the situation. Instead of trying to talk to both sides, tried to calm things down like they said they wanted to do, they go to the Covington High School kids' side and start beating their drums and stuff and just walking in the middle of the group. And one kid was standing there, the smirking kid. All he was doing was standing there, and he was smirking because, as evidence has pointed out, the kid was trying to get a handle on things. He didn't know what to do because he can't get violent. One, because if he were to do it, especially with the red hat on, they would label him the bad guy. And what I find interesting is even though he did nothing, they still labeled him the bad guy. They labeled these kids the bad kids, despite they didn't do anything wrong. To the point where they sending death threats, they were trying to dox the kids. They were saying, one person over here talking about wanting to put the kids in a wood chipper. Really? Are we really going to go that far? Like I've already said, it's okay to have opposing point of views. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the part of being human. But to sit here and threaten children just because they wear a MAGA hat, it's not like they were yelling racial slurs. It's not like they were walking around with a swastika, screaming profanities and whatnot. It was just a simple hat, and just because they were wearing a hat that has MAGA, which means Make America Great Again, and just because the person that you don't like says that phrase, doesn't make it a bad phrase. America right now, there's a lot of things going on, and in the phrase Make America Great Again actually means a lot because we need to stand together. and acts like this, threatening children, doing all this stuff for them trying to keep from being violent, this is BS. And the fact that someone would think about threatening children blows my mind. If someone were to do that to my kid, actually, I would be pissed. And I'm surprised that these parents are taking it as good as they're taking it. Because I know a lot of people, if people were doing what they're doing to these kids, they would stop at nothing to have someone's hide. And I applaud these parents for being the bigger person about this. Now, the people that sat here and are doing this kind of things, even though they don't have all the evidence or they refuse to look at all the evidence, I want you to sit and think. What would you have done if the shoe was on the other foot? And with that being said, if you enjoy the content that I produce, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel even further, please check out my Patreon and PayPal me. However you choose to support this channel is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and good luck.